need no one to cuff me. I don't need no.
What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to bring to you a recipe video. Now what I'm going to make for you is one of my staples, you know, throughout the whole diet that I've been on. It only has 23 grams of protein, 45 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of fat. I'm going to picture it now. It's my big vegetable shirataki Asian stir-fried dish. It's so delicious, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So first, I'm going to show you the ingredients. Alright, so what I like to include in my Asian stir-fry are mushrooms, peppers, green beans, zucchini, cauliflower, and broccoli, and obviously shirataki tofu noodles. You know, the macros on here, it's not showing up to, yeah, the macros on here are amazing. Really adds some bulk to the dish. So now obviously you don't have to include all of these or any of these vegetables. You don't have to include them in the same ratio that I'm going to, obviously. You make it to how you like it. However, I'm going to show you how I like it, and I think that you'll like it too. So, what I have here are 100 grams of green beans. To this, I then add 100 grams of mushrooms. Alright, so we got 100 grams of mushrooms. I then put in 200 grams of peppers. Obviously I'm going to chop them up then, so I'm going to put them on my cutting board here. So they'll get chopped up. I also like to include 200 grams of zucchini. What a guess. What a guess. 201. Alright, so I'll slice that bad boy up later then and put him in there. Just showing you what the ingredients. So far we have, you know, some mushrooms and some green beans, some bell pepper, and some zucchini. Now I like to include, on top of that, 150 grams of cauliflower and 250 grams of broccoli. So what I do is I usually do this with two pans. One pan for the frozen ingredients and then one pan for the other ingredients, as they take different amounts of time to cook. So what you want to do, you know, you want to get these pans nice and hot, and then I add the broccoli and cauliflower to this one. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also put 100 grams of cabbage in with this dish too. And then I put the other stuff over in this one, and I cook them at the same time, and then I combine them once I'm all done. Alright, so both of my pans are hot now, so now it's time to add the vegetables. So right here I have my bowl of broccoli and cauliflower. Add that to that pan. Come back over, I have my vegetables all cut up for the other pan. I have some zucchini, mushrooms, green beans, and peppers. So we grab this, bring him over, get a good sizzle. That stuff's added to that pan now. How I cook these noodles, I put them in a bowl. I drain some of the liquid, but I still leave some of the other liquid in there to steam them a bit. I then cover them, and I pop these in the microwave for about 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of water to both dishes, both pans. Just a little bit. Get them to steam down a little bit. Once the broccoli and cauliflower cooks a little bit, I will then add some cabbage. I don't like to add it right away, as I think it'll cook down too much. like to keep it have some bite to it. Alright, so I'm just going to let these cook until they're ready to go, and then I'll show you how I proceed. Alright, so the vegetables have been cooking for a little while. They're getting near done. You definitely don't want to overcook them. I definitely don't like to have soggy vegetables, so I like to leave them with a good bite to them. So I'm going to give these a stir. Now I add some extra spices here, so I added some sweet onion and herb to this one, and I added some Southwest to the broccolis and cauliflower. But the real magic happens later when I make a mustard sauce. That's really what makes this dish, and that's why I really love this dish. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of vegetables, which is alright, but I mean, who really gives a shit? It's when I add the mustard sauce that really sets it apart. So I also add a little bit of garlic. Alright, give that a stir. So this pan is almost done. Definitely don't want to overcook the broccoli and cauliflower mixture, especially because I'll probably be heating it up again. So I'm going to take this out. So I'm going to grab pretty much going to grab the biggest plate that I have. Alright, so here I have my shirataki noodles out of the microwave. I hold the lid over it and then, you know, just strain them out. Definitely trying to get as much liquid out as possible because I'm going to add them to the vegetables. Alright, so it comes out like a block here. I like to give them a good chopping. Then I'll just add them right in here and then stir them around, and then I just take them out right away. Alright, so I have my broccoli cauliflower mixture with the shirataki noodles right here, and this is where the real magic happens. This is where I make the sauce. So what we got yellow mustard, we have some soy sauce, we have some hot sauce, and then the real star is some sucralose to make it sweet. Alright, so I set my scale on here because I weigh the mustard because there actually is calories in mustard, even though it doesn't like to tell you that on the bottle. So I put in 60 grams of mustard. Sorry for the obscene noises. Alright, so 60 grams of mustard, some sucralose. Now you got to be careful with this stuff because it is extremely sweet. You know, it's not Splenda. Splenda has maltodextrin and dextrose in it, so this is just straight sucralose. So if you add too much, you will hate yourself, as it'll be way too sweet. Actually, it gets bitter after you add too much. Alright, so that's a pretty good amount for this whole dish. So I just add that in there, and I'm going to give that, you know, just add that in there. Bring it back over to the stove. Now these other vegetables are done. So I'm going to add these vegetables to this pan and then give it a good mixture. Alright, and there's the finished product. I've combined all the vegetables, the noodles, and I've added the sauce. So we got a huge ass plate of food here for not too many calories. So as I stated before, you know, obviously you can use whatever vegetables you like in whatever ever amounts that you like. But if you take one thing away from this video, it's that damn sauce needs to go on everything. That sauce is amazing. You got, you know, a sweet, spicy, and salty sauce. You just can't beat it. I put it on salads, I've put it on sandwiches. It's just delicious.